Yeah, we're about to take y'all to the woods, show you how we live. Just a bow and an arrow.
Hey everybody, it's Jeremy Hollis with Stag and Cross Outdoors. I want to talk about scent control for a little bit. You know, it's early in the season, the weather's hot, you get sweaty. When you get sweaty, that causes the bacteria on your skin to grow and you become stinky. There's a couple different debates about scent control. Do we really need it? Is it effective? Are the products a gimmick? I don't know. I use several products. I know a lot of the guys that have been hunting for a long time, you know, the older generation, never had the products, never used them. What I do know is that a deer's olfactory senses, according, I believe it was Mississippi State, and their deer research have shown that their olfactory senses are 500 to 1,000 times greater than ours. So in the morning, if you're cooking breakfast, you smell a really good breakfast, whereas the deer would actually smell the bacon, the sausage, the eggs, the biscuits, the gravy. You know, they're going to smell each one of those items individually. So, you know, they're going to smell you when you're in the woods. And, you know, playing the wind is always a great advantage, and you should always play the wind, even if you're using these scent control products or if you're not. A lot of guys will use just smoke. You know, they'll just smoke their clothes. You know, I've got a buddy, Carlos, that's what he does. He uses his smoke, but he says then it kind of affects his sense of smell because all he smells is the smoke on his clothes and on his skin. You know, I've talked to other guys that have used that. They say it works great. I haven't tried it myself. I prefer to use some of the products that are on the market. You know, I wash my clothes in scent-free detergent. I use the field sprays. You know, and I spray myself, my clothes, my bow. I spray everything down before I go out. I use, you know, the body wash or the shampoo and everything. My routine is I usually start September 1st because here in Ohio we start the last Saturday in September is our opening day. So I start all my scent control stuff early. That way I'm getting everything off of me and I'm on a constant and a routine about what I'm doing. Like I said, I wash my clothes in some of the scent-free detergent. Do you need to use, you know, some of the brand names that are out there? Probably not. You could probably just use your standard unscented with detergent with no perfumes or dyes or anything in it. That's gonna work fine. So let's look at some of the products that are on the market right now. One of the products that I use the most is the Decode by Code Blue. I prefer this scent elimination body wash. I like the detergent. I use the field spray. This is something that I use pretty consistently, and it works really well for me. I also use, typically on the day that I actually go out to hunt, I use the nose jammer. This is the shampoo and body wash. It's a really good smell. Kind of smells like vanilla, which is a, you know, not necessarily an attractant, but a curiosity scent. So this seems to work really well. I actually had the closest encounter I had with a deer that I've ever had last year. It was just a doe, but she was, I could have climbed out of the stand and touched her. I never had a deer that close under the stand before, so I really believe in this product too. Some of the other stuff that's out there, you know, you've got Scent Killer. They've been around for a really long time. I know at the store we sell a lot of this. A couple of the guys really like it. This is the odorless formula, and that being said, I really do believe in the odorless sprays. Don't necessarily use the autumn scents that are out there, the autumn wafers. If you're going to use an autumn wafer, just go out and get a bunch of dead leaves, put them in a tote, put your clothes in the tote. But I'll get to clothes here in a little while. Dead downwind. This was a staple of mine for a long time. However, I've kind of gotten away from using dead downwind just because I found the code blue, and I kind of like the code blue just a little bit better. Ozone is now a major fad, if you want to say that. I'm not sure how well this works. This is the Scent Crusher room cleaner. I've used this. I do like how it works in the room. However, I can smell it, and that kind of concerns me a little bit, because I think if I can smell it, I'm guessing that the deer can smell it too. But we'll see. I'm going to try this year and see how it works. This is something that's going to be a staple as I'm getting ready in the morning. So we've got all the products with the sprays and the body washes and the soaps, but what about your clothes? You've got all the different products out there. You've got the activated carbon with scent lock. You've got zeolite, and you've got the silver. My preference is the zeolite with the embedded silver in a base layer. Silver's been used for years, I don't know, probably hundreds of years, to kill bacteria, and I really believe in that. I always use a base layer that has the silver in it. I also do like the zeolite. With zeolite, you need to wash the zeolite to refresh it. So if you don't like to wash your hunting clothes all that often, maybe zeolite isn't for you. However, I really believe it works, and if you can combine the two, the silver with the zeolite, I really believe that gives you an advantage. And that's kind of what we're talking about. Because the deer's olfactory sense is so good, having any little bit of advantage is going to be key. So there's a lot of products out there on the market. If you've got questions about any of them, let me know. I'll be more than happy to respond to any comments or questions that anybody has. So just hit down there below and hit me up, and I will be glad to answer any questions. If you want to know something a little bit more about anything on scent control, don't hesitate to ask a question there too. But for now, we'll let you go. This is Jeremy Hollis for Stag and Cross Outdoors. God bless, and remember, hunt hard, pray harder.